Hi, welcome back to the Rugby Connect 256. Because of Ebigwabitalaze, as you know, we were not able to have a video shoot last week. Well, the Rugby fraternity has actually been on break, like we all know, including us as well.
Yeah, man. Chivade Kampala wasn't so easy.
Unfortunately, but we are here, we are back with all it is that you have been looking forward to hearing from us.
Yeah, and by the way, names, please. names. Tell the people
I am
who
Dorcas Mundua.
Remind them.
Dorcas Mundua.
7's Beijuka here.
Good to have you back.
Yeah.
Well, how was your weekend?
My weekend was Kawa. This one or the other one? You know the names, man.
Let's start with the other one. How was the other weekend?
The other weekend, man, we had to be on Kawo. We couldn't travel to Kabale to watch the game, so we were in Kawo. But
same.
Still,
Kawo
same experience.
Well.
The same book, Kabale is cold as hell, so that's what happened, yeah.
We got to hear the coldness through.
Okay.
Anyways, and then this weekend, how was your this weekend?
This weekend was fair, it was good. Though there was no rugby, Saturday's rugby day.
My weekend was not good. So yours was good. Mine was not good, it was boring. We were at home. You people, I don't know, but this pushing the game forward really affected me. You know, I really look forward to Saturday.
Yeah, but I was also looking forward to this weekend. I
always look forward to Saturday game day. So this weekend was boring. Like even if you don't watch the game, but at least you know you have Kawawa coming through for you.
I know, right?
So this weekend was a bit of a bore.
So now, first go back to Kabale a bit. Pirates and I'm happy about it as a Pirates fan.
Right.
Yeah, Pirates is doing what we want.
Exactly.
So
Pirates are trying to Oktuvuga speedy. They want this thing.
But man,
they're putting in the energy.
Cobs were dead related also. The first 3 circuits, didn't they win?
Yeah, they actually won all 3 circuits.
The first ones,
the 4th circuit where Pirates beat Heathens at the final.
Yeah.
Then circuit 5, Pirates beat Cobs at the final, which was...
Never Guinness Mungere Mukusende. You gave the boys 500k. He never know.
500k is not even transport from Kampala to Kabale and
back. A team of how much? The team
has 13
many
players. Then there is also a technical team involved.
So man, it's none of our business. But
at least the up-country circuits really should be considered slightly higher than the Kampala ones.
Definitely.
So do you know the win was actually something I anticipated a bit? Because when I watched the game at Kings Park on the that was the 3rd circuit. When I watched the semi-finals, you could see Pirates really wanted it. You know,
they have fire and they have bellies.
So much. Both teams wanted it, but there's why Pirates just came with it's like this 2 weeks break. Someone just whispered to the team that, you know what? Go and do the thing. Because
the team that went to Kenya for safari had many Pirates, by the way.
Yeah, that's the team which had Kisiga, they had Balagade.
Kisiga and who? And Massa.
Exactly. So when they came back from that, it was fire. I saw the final. It was actually a semi-final. It was... Pirates had fire. Pirates just had the energy for the game. I'm not saying Cobs did anything wrong. Actually, Cobs has not lost its game. It has not slacked. Pirates has
they've just upped their game.
Pirates has
when Pirates ups their game, usually the results are very good.
Exactly.
Because of one, and they're actually built for 7's. Those boys, they're actually really built for 7's.
So, basing on how the circuit 4 went, and then Pirates took it, and how, it's called Cobs.
Yeah, and that's what I want.
Circuit 5, the same thing happened this time at the final. I'm thinking Circuit 6 is looking good for Pirates. It's really looking good for Pirates.
But I think we know the final or the semi. I don't expect any shockers, by the way. But that final it has to live up to what we're expecting.
I'm thinking it's going to be really good for Pirates because they have this renewed energy.
Yeah.
But again, it's also a bit tricky because if Cobs decides to... You know now we've had a break. You know there's a way we had a break for 2 weeks and then we just shifted. And then, so now we've had a break. Is it going to shift?
There's a change in the tides. So
it's like these breaks come with a change somewhere. So I'm thinking it's looking good for Pirates, yes. But I mean, we don't know what Cobs have been up to over this break. But for me, I'd put my stakes on Pirates. I'd put my stakes on Pirates for the Coronation 7's.
Any day, Pirates.
Because I feel like Pirates is doing something really right now.
Yeah, though, of course, now I know Cobs and they know those are big game. It's a big game team. When it's the last day, big stage, they usually turn up.
Yeah,
but I'm just praying for my boys. Our boys.
That is where Shakira would say something like,
we're
really focused on Heathens, Cobs and Pirates.
I know Heathens, by the way, I don't know what's happening to Heathens these days. Heathens teacher, I don't know. I saw there's that clip of Thingy. Actually, I told you we were watching the games on Kawo. Michael was chasing Uganda, Nenga Gaya Zitowa, but Michael, the utmost respect to you. But na hiyo Zitowa mwana, wait it is. We still need you. You're our captain, fantastic. So, yeah.
Oh, well, but Heathens, this circuit has actually not lived up to the expectation I had. That's honestly speaking.
Man, Barra Titans actually almost gave them a shocker.
Right. So Heathens hasn't lived up to the expectation I got.
But you never know. You never know. The last circuit.
You see that everyone pulls out their big guns for the last circuit. Yeah. We would be here saying they've not lived up to the expectation, but they know what they want.
They have nothing
they just want to
fight for, but they can take away Mbeda.
They just make a name, you know.
But
they kept quiet all through the 5 and they just shot you at the end. Anyways, away from the 7's, 15's is resuming. Soon. It was supposed to resume on the 4th of December, but because of this break that we've had, there's been a bit of a shift in the timetable. Now it's resuming on 11th. Oh,
11th, eh?
That's the suggested date. There is a bit of... on the end of the teams are not comfortable playing in December. They want it to be moved to Jan,
but that means it's going to eat up into the calendar.
Which could be a mess. But...
Then
the union has not yet actually had a conclusive date, so we are waiting for the union to be clear on if they have stuck to the 11th or listened to the cry of the teams for starting in January. So if it's to start in January, then that means they're going to have in-week games because we would have lost 2 months this year for the next.
But I'm actually up for the midweek games. So man, we have plot after work. You're bored. What you go? You like man? I want like a Pirates. Heathens on a weekday, on a Wednesday.
You know, you leave work and you cool off the work day. The day's work
you watch some
from
nice rugby to like a cold Guinness. So
yes, the league is... They've not yet have given a conclusive date. Though, if it is to start next year, not this year, that means it's going to have... Since it will be carrying on into the other programs, which means it will clash into the international season.
Now
Talk
about that.
Yeah, so the solution that has been suggested, nothing conclusive has yet been released. Though all these are suggestions from the last meeting that the teams had with Union. The suggestion is the teams are going to have to increase their players. Teams want to increase their players from 40 to 60, so that in case the teams have to lose players to go for the 7's, that's because there's going to be 7's World Cup during that time. There's going to be Commonwealth Games during that time. Then there is the African World Cup qualifiers also during the same time. So there's going to be a lot of internationals.
That's a check on your depth. The squads I think you're hearing, man. New teams from Ginger, from where? So it's these guys, Heathens, Pirates, Cobs, Rhinos, Buffaloes, who they need to now show us if their guys are taken, their core players are taken. We need to see if they have
depth. Exactly. Because now you look at a team like let me say Cobs or Heathens, actually if you notice when they're playing 15s, they're starting 15s, you get to realize that people who monopolize the games are the same people who play on the national team. So this is going to be the time for us to see there's Heathens have players players for the games when the national team is playing. The Cobs have players, the Pirates have players, things like that. And then I think this is also going to be a period which is going to give smaller teams time to rise. Because if teams like Heathens and Cobs or Pirates are shaken by
that's the cream of the national team.
Exactly. If they're shaken by this arrangement, since league has to continue, I think it's going to give opportunity to smaller teams. Because now if a team like, let me say, if Buffaloes were scared to turn up fully against Heathens because they were seeing Aaron on squad, they were seeing Mike on squad. Now these guys are not there.
Uhuru.
These are people, these other small, what they call the other small players like us.
Of course, you know they come with all the confidence. So they'll be like, now there's no Michael, there's no Aaron, there's no Epilo, there's no Seveliva, there's no.
I think it's going to be a more competitive league.
That's exactly what we want. By the way.
During the time of internationals, it's going to be definitely more competitive. That's my opinion. So league might not start next year, but actually, I would like it to start next year for the midweek games. For the midweek games, it will be lovely to start it next year.
Because, man, 2022, no COVID, no nothing. We're going to just have to learn
it's
to
just
live
going to be
with
turned up full time.
Yeah, full time. And they'll have put the cat out of the bag. So,
Then over this weekend, we also had, this was my favorite part of this weekend. You know, when on the side of Uganda were disappointed we couldn't have rugby, I looked forward to my international. I watched the
like African, eh?
Yes.
Man, I miss that one.
I'm so much for black people rugby, you guys. I know there's the whole international, but this weekend I did not give it much attention.
Rugby? What's up with black people rugby? Chikola, what's up?
There's just something about this black men.
Please, anyway, moving
on.
So
yes, I watched the Stellenbosch challenge, which was is it biased for me to say I support the Zimbabwe Sables? Is it?
But I don't like those Zim chaps.
I support the Zimbabwe Sables. Like, I was so looking forward to it. But anyways, there was 2 games which were the highlight of the weekend. That was the bronze final, which was Spain and Kenya.
Yeah, but
and then there was
I think the Kenyans are stronger in the 15 segment as compared to the Spanish. Spain are really good at 7s. Okay, cool. But still, okay, Kenya is a stronger side.
Kenya is a stronger side on 7s. Actually, I think both. I would say on the 15s rather, Kenya is a stronger side on the 15s than Spain. I would say through the game, Kenya had it. Kenya played really well. Kenya had the domination, like they dominated the game when it comes to like lineouts.
I really missed that game.
Scrums and all of that. Kenya was dominating.
Yeah.
So it unfortunately, they lost. It was 36-30 to Spain.
Wow, 36-30.
36-30, yeah.
Man, that's close. Thought it was...
No, it was really, really narrow. Yeah. It was 36-30. It was 2 penalty tries 2 penalty kicks for Spain. That was the
penalty kicks, penalty tries.
It was penalty kicks. That's 3-3.
Yeah, I was like, penalty tries.
Penalty kicks, 3-3.
Because usually
that was the 36-30.
There's for our fans who don't know where penalty tries come from. Usually they come from they're like 3 types. They can come from a mall. You know, these malls infringements on the mall where they're taking you, and
they're schooling you in rugby. Don't say you've not learned.
So that is one that comes from the mall. Another penalty try can come from a situation where there's you can, like, let's say a guy has really gone, and you can't tackle him, so you trip him, and it's a clear try scoring opportunity. Penalty try again. So the third explanation for the penalty try, there are situations where it comes from a scrum down. Let's say in the opposition 5, let's say you have, let me give you an example. If it's like South Africa against, let's say like Namibia, South Africa definitely has the heavier scrum. So South Africa is going to have to push. If they want that penalty try, they're going to have to overpower the Namibian scrum, push, and the 8th man has to keep the ball at the base of the scrum. So if there's any infringement, like the prop going up in the scrum or angling, then the ref has the chance to call for a penalty try. So yeah, Dorcas, behavior. That's my explanation for the penalty try.
Yeah, so there were penalty kicks.
Not tries, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Penalty kicks, because it's 3-3, that's the 6, so it was 36-30. And then the actual big final, that was the big final of the day, was Zimbabwe
and Namibia.
Then my team, unfortunately, lost. So, yes, it really put me down a bit for part of Saturday. I felt bad. I'm such a Sables fan. I am such a Sables fan.
So when they were here beating us, you're supporting them, eh?
Funny but true, yes.
Why would you do that? You're not patriotic.
I think I was supposed to be Zimbabwean. So yes, the final was taken by Namibia. Though despite Kenya's loss to Spain, Kenya is still in the race for the African qualifiers for the Rugby World Cup. That's next year in July. So yeah, they'll still be going for that. So is Namibia in it. So is Zimbabwe. Uganda were actually also part of that African qualifiers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we tier 1? I think we're tier A, tier B. I don't know. Tier 2?
It's A.
We're in A?
Yes. So whoever comes out, the best team from there will now be selected to join tier 1, which will have New Zealand. Is it New Zealand?
Wow, I saw
South
that.
Africa?
I remember that.
Yes,
yeah. We're in the pool with New Zealand. I saw that.
Exactly.
If at all
we get past the African qualifiers. So I think from the weekend that was it. That was my highlight of the weekend, the Stellenbosch. At least it covered up for where we did not.
Yeah, well, for where we had no rugby to watch.
Exactly.
Okay, apart from the international, which will be coming up in the next segment.
That has been it from us at the Rugby Connect 256 today. I'm Dorcas Mundua.
7's Beijuka.
Catch us on our YouTube channel every Tuesday, 3 p.m.
Yes, and on to the international rugby scene. We're going to be covering the autumn series that went on over the weekend. Italy played Uruguay and they did well. They won 17-10 after a series of losses. But they did well against the South Americans, or the very physical team, as they are in their DNA, I guess. So, and let me see, the Scottish also did well against Japan. Japan has put on a show. They have very good set pieces, but they were beaten 29-20 by Scotland. Scotland, I find they're quite consistent against the smaller teams. Okay, not to say that Japan is so small, but yeah, against the smaller teams, Scotland is quite good. Now, Wales and Australia now. That was a very nice game to watch, by the way. There was fire from minute 1 to the end, because Australia got a red card earlier in the first half, and they had to deal with 14 men for quite a while. Then Catley Bill as well got a yellow card in that same period of time for an intentional knock-on. So there were 13 men for a period of time, but for them to put up a fight till the end, it was actually 29-28. Yeah, it was the final score. They were beaten by a point. Last minute penalty from Reece Priestland. He has also been away for a while because he's been, I don't know, either he's been on a break or he's just been off form, unavailable for selection. But they did well. That was a very fun game to watch. And Scotland, and we finished Scotland already. The Irish also were very good against Argentina. They finished the series with a bang, 53-7. They really ran over the South Americans again. South Americans didn't have a good weekend. As for the big boys, New Zealand and South Africa, wow. New Zealand got beaten by France, and it was fair. Not that New Zealand had cards or anything. They were beaten fair and square by the French. The French, I think, have been building something for a while, and now we can see the results. Because now the halfback combination of Antoine Dumont, is it called Dumont? Yeah. And Tamak. Tamak is actually also very good. He's a young boy, and so is Dumont, who has been actually called for has been nominated for the IRB Player of the Year, alongside Michael Hooper and Samu Kerevi. All those have had a good year for the club rugby. So moving on to the South Africans. South Africa played actually really well against England, but England at home at Twickenham, the fans really came through. The fans took them over the line. So South Africa improved actually the style of play. I had a very big problem with them in the past for their kicking, but this time there was some interplay, and I actually think Elton Yankees is doing well, because now Pollard is trying to step up. He has been having a poor run, but Elton Yankees is doing the best he can to either own the spot or put the pressure on Pollard to step up. So yeah, and by the way, next weekend we're going to be having Barbarians versus Samoa. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be chosen for the Barbarians. Then for the nominees of the IRB Player of the Year, there's some people who are expected to be called, but they were not nominated. For example, Lokanyo Arm of South Africa, guys, had a wonderful year, but he wasn't nominated. So the nominees so far are, like I said, Michael Hooper from Australia alongside Samu Kerevi, no questions, Antoine Dumont, and Maro Itoje from France. So my pick is going to be Samu Kerevi. As a person who loves the backs, and a former backliner, I love the backs, so yeah, I'll go with Kerevi. Yeah, so that's it for the international rugby, and see you next weekend.
Hello. Hi. I'm Shakira Muhammad here. Mubadde ne Sam. Simanyi gye muvudde international banyonyi ki gye mukosa naye mukomyewo Uganda. So we'll be back Uganda on my favorite part of the show, ebyononese. You'll be fun. It's funny that this time I didn't have a lot. Boom. You spoiled our weekend. I was home doing nothing. I was home kweba kakulia. It was Saturday, it was rugby day. Then the bomb blasts, but people keep safe. Be conscious about each other. Don't pick bags that you don't know. Don't be in so many crowds that you don't understand. Please be safe. Keep it. Let's keep ourselves safe and we look out for each other. So bomb spoiled our weekends, but good enough, it has been postponed. So this weekend, watch out for the last leg of the 7's circuit. Legends, we are coming. Kati nyagala ebyononese, kati make sure mukole ebyononese. Siribatuma mu bikole. Nema inje ni mugenda bikole. So you're going to do them and I'll be there to capture. Don't get scared when you see me. Don't get scared if I ask you how are you. Just say I'm fine. Kwa you reply something else era nje sama njabyogera. So a hint about Kabale. Ebanange mutukuliseyo. We are from Kabale. We came from Kabale in the cold where players complained it was cold. You are in Kabale. You thought you were where? In Jinja. Kabale, it is cold. Guys played at 8 and there is fog. I don't think they were seeing the pole. I don't think they were seeing the poles. But yeah, they complained it was cold. It's okay. For us, we're used to the cold in Kabale. Where I saw people putting on gloves, head socks, because I need like we're in winter. I was scared. I was like, are we in Kabale or we are in Sabitegede? But either I knew I was in Kabale. So if you don't say in Kabale, what was there? Nothing much apart from the MCs came late. And wakawet bakubika time. When you were kunyama, it is cold. How do you expect someone to come early by 7? So business has to take place in the morning. So yeah, the MCs came late. That is the muziki came late around like it was coming I think around 10. But yeah, it happened. They came. It happened, and then people Cobs lost again. Very so it lost. I cried. It was an emotional thing. I can't lose twice. I can't lose Warriors and I lose Cobs. So Cobs lost to Pirates again. I'm seeing someone doing this. So anyway, Cobs lost. These are the things that are happening. So yeah, Heathens almost lost. Why? Yeah. It was not. I don't call it luck. It was bewitching. It's almost the game is almost over, and then you say there's a try. Namunagani weya. Abana bambara. You call them American hane. Konkama tena hane bakatwereka ekibi nkabambara. But I don't think that team is made of him and Banyankole. It has to be like Bachiga kids who go there Mbarara University. Cause the way they were playing. Now there's what I didn't understand. Silverbacks, I don't know why so badly, or I didn't see them. Didn't I be changed? Konka, yeah, thank you for hosting us. We really appreciated. And then Abanyakabale, they didn't understand the game. People. But Chica didn't know rugby. You are telling them and they are telling you rugby and like they don't understand the game. So entrance fee was like 5K. There's a guy who was supposed to pay. Let me just steal for you from the fans. So the guy was supposed to come in. The scary guy tells him it's 5,000. Like they can't kunyomuramba. So the guy still the mulamba of cover the 5,000 mulamba. It's a birthday for him. That's the whole night. It's him. It has worked out mulamba 5K. You drink and even put the legs up. So what are we saying? Those who haven't understood, please ask your neighbor what kabale means. 5,000 in kabale money of kabale mulamba. 5,000. What can it do for you to get high? For us here in Kampala, you need 500,000 to get high. Others, anyway, they can see the game. And then please, refs, I think let me make this one like my last segment. This is a serious note. Refs, hear out people. When people complain about something, hear them out. I won't mention names. It's not in my position to do that. But hear out people. You guys, Warriors played Mongers. Guys had 8 guys on the pitch. We screamed out. We are like, Banang, 8 guys on the pitch. The lines that baba ita lines man, lines woman wabero omukazi. Byonna bigendera. Kyona kikolanga samuna. Tugendera nange sasoma nnyo mu rugby. Anyway, who's linesman? She turns and she looks at us and she laughs about it and we're like, hey. You say I didn't punch someone, I'll never punch someone. Konka, let's talk the truth. People, refs, get your association together, hear people out, hear your players out, hear everyone out. When someone, if it can't be like 5 teams, they are shouting out the same thing and for you, you think it's still okay. We shall buy our own whistles, we shall be whistling our own games. You do a mistake, even us, we shall whistle you out. We shall whistle you out with your colors that you put on. We have those colors. For us, we are women, we put on colors. Lime green. So, let's be with you here. Let's watch out for Coronation next weekend. Let's all be there, but we keep it safe. And then we see what happens. Is Cobs bringing it back? Is Pirates defending their champion? These 2 leagues, it's Pirates defending that championship, or Cobs is going to come back? So it has been a pleasure being with you. Shakira Muhammad. Get us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Rugby Connect 256. Love you already.
Audio